It was the scream that woke me up. A deep, guttural cry like someone had ripped her soul out. I didn't know it at the time, but that scream would haunt me forever. I'm Nena, and this story isn't about me, but I saw it all. I lived next door to Adaku and Chiamaka. Two sisters, one kind and soft like the morning breeze. Adaku, the elder sister, was the hard-working one. She had been the backbone of their family after their parents died. She did everything for Chiamaka, her younger sister, sent her to school, made sure there was food on the table, even went without for herself so Chiamaka could have the best. But Chiamaka was different. She loved the good life. Clothes, parties, and the attention of men. She always had a way of sweet-talking people to get what she wanted. I didn't trust her much, but Adaku never saw it. She loved her sister too much to notice the cracks. One day, everything changed. A man came into the picture. His name was Abina, and he was a wealthy trader. He was tall, handsome, and kind, everything a woman could hope for. Abina and Adaku met at the market, and before long, they were planning to marry. I'd never seen Adaku so happy. She glowed like the sun whenever Abina was around. But Chiamaka, she wasn't happy. I noticed how her eyes followed Abina whenever he visited. It wasn't the kind of look you'd give your sister's fiance. It was dangerous. The betrayal started small. First, it was the way she dressed when Abina came by, tight dresses and flashy jewelry, acting like she didn't know what she was doing. Then, she began to linger whenever Adaku wasn't in the room. She'd laugh too hard at his jokes, touch his arm unnecessarily. Abina didn't seem to notice at first, but Chiamaka was determined. One evening, I saw her slip out of the house dressed like she was going to a party. Curious, I followed her. She didn't see me, but I watched as she met Abina in the shadows behind the market. They talked quietly, and then I saw her lean in and kiss him. I was frozen. My heart raced as I watched. How could she do this to her sister? Abina didn't push her away, but he didn't seem eager either. It was like he was trapped, unsure of what to do. The next day, Chiamaka started spreading rumors in the village. She told anyone who would listen that Adaku was secretly barren, that she couldn't give Abina children. It was a wicked lie, but people believed it. That's the thing about our village, gossip spreads faster than wildfire. Adaku heard the whispers. She confronted Chiamaka, tears in her eyes, begging her to stop. But Chiamaka didn't even flinch. She accused her sister of being jealous, of trying to ruin her life because Abina had chosen her instead. Chosen her. That was when I realized the depth of her betrayal. Chiamaka had somehow convinced Abina to leave Adaku. She used her beauty, her lies, and her cunning to worm her way into his heart. Adaku was broken. She stopped eating, stopped going to the market, stopped smiling. The wedding was called off, and soon after, Abina and Chiamaka announced they were getting married. The wedding day came, and the entire village gathered to watch. I couldn't bear to go, but I heard about it later. Adaku showed up, dressed in black, and stood silently at the back of the crowd. When Chiamaka saw her, she laughed, like it was all some big joke. A month later, tragedy struck. Abina's business collapsed, and he left the village, abandoning Chiamaka. She was left with nothing, no money, no husband, and no one to turn to. She tried to go back to Adaku, but by then, Adaku had moved away, leaving no trace behind. To this day, I still hear that scream in my dreams. The one Adaku let out the night she found out about the betrayal. It wasn't just the sound of heartbreak, it was the sound of a soul shattering. I wish I could say there was justice in the end, that Chiamaka got what she deserved. But life isn't a folktale, and sometimes the wicked walk away while the good are left to pick up the pieces. It wasn't just the sound of heartbreak, it was the sound of a soul shattering. I wish I could say there was justice in the end, that Chiamaka got what she deserved. But life isn't a folktale, and sometimes the wicked walk away while the good are left to pick up the pieces. If you enjoyed this video, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss a moment. Join our growing community and be part of the journey.